the outflows from London to COMEX, or from wherever they're coming from to COMEX. It could be using London as an exchange. It could be physically from London. I think in the case of silver, it's physically from London to COMEX, but it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The fact is that it's coming into New York, and I've been trying to find an answer as to why this is happening. I had on my channel Eric Young. I published a video yesterday, actually, and he's a COMEX expert. I talk about it sometimes, but that's not really my area of focus. My area of focus is like the plumbing of the central bank system and the depth, the deep dark depths of the monetary system led by the Fed. So what he said is that he thinks that there's an inflow into New York. Meaning the mechanical question is, we understand why there's an influence into New York, because for some reason gold and silver are more expensive in New York than they are in London or other places in the world. So what you would do is you would buy metal abroad and then ship it to New York and sell it there, and then you pocket the difference. There's always just money flows. It's like where do you get the most money from? And right now that's the trade. Now the question is why. So for some reason, there's a premium being demanded for gold and silver in New York, and I don't know why. But Eric Young's opinion is that the U.S. government is buying gold. Now, I'm not sure if I agree that might be true, but and I guess the reasoning is that the government is buying gold, and gold bugs would want to say because they see the end of the fiat era, and therefore they want to buy gold to try to back whatever a new dollar would be, and then do a debt reset. Maybe I don't know. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. But you see, either way, we go back to the first point. It doesn't matter. if you own gold and silver, it's like it doesn't matter why this is happening either. Like, because at the bottom line, the gold is the money. If you have that, you'll be fine, whatever the reason for it happening is. So if he's right, he could be right about the gold. Maybe the U.S. government is buying gold and trying to back the new dollar or restock Fort Knox or whatever we want to think. Then I spoke to another guy, I think his name was Mayor Valinsky, who actually believes there is no gold at Fort Knox. So if you want to take those two theories together and say that the Trump administration or whoever understands money in the Trump administration, I don't think many of them do or any of them do, but I think they understand it better than the Biden administration, which doesn't understand anything. Could be right about the gold, but then why would the U.S. government be buying silver? It wouldn't be. Like, they'd have no use for that. So then you could say maybe, okay, so somebody caught on to the U.S. government buying gold, and then so there's a premium on silver too in New York. Okay, fine, but then we're kind of getting convoluted here, and as to what's really going on, nobody really knows. But what Eric also said, King Kong 9888 on Twitter, is that the float on physical gold at the LBMA in London is 0, which is why there's like a 90-day waiting period. I haven't tried to buy physical gold from London. I don't have the money to do that. So I can't tell you from firsthand that's what's happening, but I hear that's what's happening. And with silver, the float is something like 5,500 metric tons left, and every day now, if you check the NYMEX page at the CME website, there's like between 1 and 4 million ounces of silver flooding into New York from London every day. So if you take 5,500 metric tons, you divide it by 5, like this is the average of 1 to 4 million. Let's say like 2.5 million ounces a day. That's something between 5 and 7 months until the LBMA is out of silver. What happens then? I guess we're gonna find out. Because the more monetary stress that we're under, the more silver is going to flow into New York, just because that's the double-edged sword of being the world's reserve currency, that the real money is going to flow towards the reserve currency. I guess you could analogize that to something like an immune system reaction. When the body is under attack, like the main organs get most of the blood. So I think the monetary system is under attack now, not by any, I'm not saying by any like nefarious conspiracy of people, though that might be true, I don't know. But I think just the nature of how it's been abused is causing this reaction, and I think it's going to continue until gold and silver run out from other places, and then we'll see what happens from there.